Good morning, guys. Welcome to Open Mind. Today, I want to discuss with you data center jobs. Um, that's the reason I have this picture up in front of me. If you like what I have to say, please share and press like below this video when it's done. So data center jobs are populating everywhere throughout the United States. Data centers are located in the United States and in other countries. And basically, a data center is basically let's picture a warehouse with a bunch of servers, network equipment that stores and houses information and provides information to end consumers. Now, like I said, this is the new trend. This is a new job they posted on websites such as Indeed, Career, or recruiters may contact you for them, or will contact you for IT data center positions. So there's some things I want you to be aware of, and at the end I will tell you my opinion and thoughts behind it. So a data center, first of all, locations of data centers. Most data centers are located out of nowhere. Let's first say in small towns. Let's say, an example, Umatilla, Oregon. I'm just going to use that for one because I took a data center position job there. So it's Umatilla, Oregon. And first of all, the thing about Umatilla, Oregon, it's basically more of a farm country. There's a lot of migrant workers over there, but there's a lot of land. And so with that said, that's one of the reasons companies choose these locations to build the data centers, because the land is cheap, power and electricity to maintain it is very cheap, and a lot of the locals out there do come out there. They will hire people in the town, or people usually come from different states to take these positions, which I did. I flew from Florida to Umatilla, Oregon to take a position with this job. Now, the recruiter who contacted me about this position, let's go back to data center. Not all data centers are located out of nowhere, but just keep in mind most of them are. Some are located within a city, just based on the company and what you're going to be doing, but most of it are based out of in rural areas where there's a lot of land and so forth. And so what happens is a recruiter will contact you, or may contact you, or you may see a job posting for data centers on a job website, and basically it's going to either say a 3-month contract, or a 6-month contract, or a 12-month contract. Mine, for instance, was 6 months. And the recruiter calls you, and of course, a recruiter's job is to just sell you and make money. Just keep that in mind. They're not really there for your benefit, because we are living in a world right now, it's just about money and not the real value and care for people. So the risk behind when they call you, when the recruiter calls you for a data center position, to get you the job, to tell you, well, after 3 or 6 months you're going to get hired with a company. That is false, because if you look at the job description, it says contract to hire. What they don't tell you, it's based on your performance. So for instance, I took the job, the data center job in Oregon, the company I was working for, and my contract was for 6 months. But let me go back 1 second, back to the recruiter. So one thing I did ask the recruiter, so what if it doesn't work out? What if it, are you going to be able to get me another job? And she said on the phone that do not worry about it. Everybody do get hired, but if for some reason that happens, before 2 months before you end your contract, we will aggressively start looking for a job for you. That was false. That did not happen. Okay, so let's go back now. I'm back to data, so let's go back to the job. Okay, so I work for a company in Oregon. I have a 6-month contract, and what happened to me, before my 6-month contract ended, the company decided to end the contract early and so I did not do a full 6 months with that company. So I was without a job, which was unexpected, and so I had to end up looking for another job. Okay, I did talk about location, and going back to the data center job. If you're new into the IT business, and if you're this depends what you want to do. A data center job, a description was a data center, we're looking for a data center, and they'll show a bunch of different requirements that they're looking for that you're going to be doing, the job description. Just want to let you know you will not be doing all of those that's required of the job description. For instance, I was working for the company, and because you're a contractor, you're not going to get to touch everything just because you're a contractor. Only when you become a permanent employee, you're going to be doing that stuff. I just want you to let you be aware, even though the job says you're going to be doing this, you're going to be working with SQL, networking commands. No. Basically, at my data center job, just keep in mind, it's a lot of servers. So hundreds and hundreds of servers. Guess what you're going to be doing? Working on servers. You're going to be doing a lot of hardware replacement instead of a lot of networking. So you constantly be working on servers because they have many different issues. You're going to be taking out stuff, replacing components in the servers, and so forth. Okay, so that's the bulk of the job that you're going to do. Now that I said that, I hope I don't want to miss out anything. Here's my mistake. And this is what I recommend you guys doing. Me personally, I would not take based on my experience, I would not take a 3-month or 6-month contract in a data center position. If the data center is in your town and it's close to you and very far from you, then I would take that chance because you can get a job in that area if you live in a very popular area. So the mistake was one thing I should have looked up. I should have just Googled IT jobs in that area to see. For example, if you're living in Fort Lauderdale and you Google IT jobs, you're going to see hundreds and jobs pop up. And I should have done that, but I didn't. That was my mistake. Because now when I Google IT jobs in the area, you only see 1 or 2 pop up on Indeed. Now, so that's one thing to look out for, is to Google IT jobs. Now, keep in chance if you move to a different location and there's not a lot of IT jobs and you take a 3-month contract or a 6-month contract, it's not guaranteed that you're going to be hired by that company. You will be let go and you'll be without a job, and then they don't rehire you right away. Again, you might have to wait 2 or 3 months, depending on the company, before they hire you back. So that's the downside to it. Okay, just consider the work type, the location, and where you're going. What else? Location, like I mentioned, if it's in a rural area, you're going to be out of nowhere. Then there may not be a lot of IT positions there, so be aware of that. Also be aware of the 3 or 6 month contracts. They're not guaranteed. If it's a 12-month contracts, I would take a risk only if there's a lot of IT positions available in that area. Okay. Also keep in mind, you're just a number. In today's big corporation, you're just a number. They don't really value people. As you can see, the world we're living in, the world tell you it's all about money and so forth. And in reality, it's not about that. And also keep in mind that the job description, based on the job, you will not be doing everything because it's a data center job. They have their guys to do all the networking, their permanent guys to do all the networking and troubleshooting and all stuff. You're just basically going to be doing hardware stuff. So at the end, in my personal opinion, if you ask me, would I take another data center job? No. Just for the simple fact of a 3-month or 6-month contract. And the recruiter's job, just keep in mind, the recruiter job is just to get you there because they're getting paid by the company every month or every week or based on people that they bring in there. And the company I work for, they constantly do that. They hire contractors, let go of them, and rehire them. I did try to get back in just because I was desperately seeking for a job that didn't wanted me. And then I realized to myself, I didn't really want to go back. I didn't really want to apply for them, but I did. but I found other job opportunities. Thank God that I have a couple job opportunities now, and gonna be employed soon. Um, but I had a different recruiter call me about a position, and in life we have to learn something. When something happens to you, you do not want to go back to that same experience because you experienced it. There's a reason why it happened, and you don't want to go back. If you date a guy, whatever, and you left the guy, or you date a girl and you left the girl, whatever, you left her for a reason. You left the guy for a reason, right? And so why would you go back? You left it for a reason, even if you were unsure, if it happened for some reasons. So that's just an example. So just be careful of these data center positions. I do recommend if it's a 12 month or year contract, do take it. I would do recommend taking it, but be careful of every other thing I told you. If it's a data center that's close into your town and so forth, and you're not far from it, take it. It's a 12 months of experience and so forth. But if it's out of state, again, I would really, really think about it. It doesn't matter of the amount of money. You have to remember that if there's no job opportunities out in that area, if there's not a lot of IT positions, guess what? You're going to be without a job. Even if your intention is to go there and try to save money, you got to look at the cost of living and everything in that area before you take these type of positions. All right, guys. Well, I hope you like this video, and please share it with others, and thank you.